Two Chicks, Two Mics, where transparency meets you in a safe space and place. I am your girl, Mashawn Carter Fogle, along with my co-host, the beautiful, wonderful
Aaliyah Taylor.
Hello. Today, guys, we have got a guest still going with our Boys to Men series that we have going on. This installment should be one for you guys. Pay attention, because if you don't know, you getting ready to know. Like they used to say, if you don't know,
now you know.
Now you know. So today we are interviewing the, I'm going to call him a phenomenon. We're interviewing DJ War and Peace. If y'all don't know about War and Peace, pay attention, because we're going to let y'all in on Warren. A little bit of things about Warren. He's going to take us from his childhood to middle school to current now, all the interesting things about Warren.
So the one thing that Warren has to offer is he definitely is a household name here in our community. But what people may not know is this name actually travels all over the place, talking about so many different things. And so, you know, he's not just a DJ. And literally, we're going to introduce you to not just the community of Lexington, because our podcasts go everywhere. So without further ado, welcome, Warren.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. You guys have been hosting here at Sally Jane's. You call Sally Jane's your home?
It's our home.
Yeah. So and I've been able to peek in and kind of see what you guys do, as well as I've watched my fair share of episodes. So it's really cool to be on the other side and be able to share my story and share things maybe you guys don't even know. Mashawn know me for a very long time. You know me for a very long time. Mashawn showed me a picture of.
Listen, we just saw it.
When I had hair, that was crazy.
Yeah. Man.
And it's crazy, those nights that I was DJing there, Sally Jane never missed one of those.
Really?
Wow.
So that night you took that picture, my granny was there. You know, she's no longer with us, but I do remember every time when I was at Bar Louie, she always wanted to go there because she liked being by the water.
Yep.
And she liked to smoke cigarettes.
Bar Louie was the spot, boy.
She could kind of like, you know, still be there, present, still have her beer, smoke her cig. That's what my granny is. Sally Jane, that's what she would do. So that picture made me feel fuzzy inside.
Wow. So now that you're talking about
send it to you.
that picture, what I remember you, it's crazy. And I think you and I had this conversation. We lived in Eastland and my husband was friends with some. What? I'm telling the story.
What's your husband though?
Anyway,
husband.
My
husband.
Understood.
Yes. Understood. And so he had a mutual friend at that time. But what's crazy was when you started telling me about the story about Miss Sally Jane, I was like, wait a minute. You was that little kid, da 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 da, and you was like, that was me. Wow. So it's crazy. But what I actually remember you is from the days of Devassa.
Oh my God.
That's literally, you know, how I was introduced, so to speak, to Warren. And then you were a Stoopy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to take it all the way back.
Yeah. We could talk about
I got some grand old memories of Warren being a Stoopy. Okay. First and foremost, let's just talk about the fact that I still have a hookah in my closet that I never put it together because I was supposed to go back to one that's 287 because then Warren was going to put my hookah thing together.
Wow.
Devassa. Anytime I think about Devassa gives me nostalgia. There's one song that I can come up with. 50 Cent, Do You Think About Me? Warren used to spin that song, and it was such nostalgia. Devassa was.
Wow.
But even taking it back to Stoopy days, because just like a guest that we had before, Steven, like when you go talk about the Stoopies, you can never forget Warren as a Stoopy, because
on Steve's episode, did you guys talk about that?
We didn't talk about it in depth, but it was just like, just briefly, one is 287, not a whole lot of.
I was curious to know if he indulged in it or not. You know,
we dropped a lot of it.
Yeah, it's not the most pleasant thing for everyone. So I wondered. It doesn't bother me, but I know everybody's kind of thing with it is different.
Yeah. Absolutely, and me knowing the background, the story, the history from inception to whatever it is.
Of course,
like, It was a culture.
No,
at that
for
point
sure.
in time, when this was a culture, and it definitely served for the culture at that point in time. And just like I said, you couldn't mention oneness without mentioning the Warrens or the Steves, or even down to the Nate Nates,
the Nate Nates and
Nemos. You can't mention
You call him
oneness.
Nate?
That's Nate.
I've known him since he was
I know
yay
him.
high.
Me too, but
so,
I never called him Nate.
Oh, that's all I literally.
I remember me and Nemo used to like fight with Dickies and a blue crew neck on at Bryan Station. So
yes,
Nate is crazy though.
It's always been Nate since.
Only thing I remember about Nemo is him used to just calling everything pagan and everything was bad, and like he had always an excuse for everything. He made me feel bad for being Christmas. I'm like, bro, like, well, take me to church then, bro. Let take me to show me. Don't just bypass me. Show me what you got going on, right? And so he would kind of bring me to some of his word, and we would kind of go over, and he taught me some things, and much respect to that, and I'm thankful for that brotherhood for sure. It still lasts till today.
Yeah.
He gets on my nerves,
It wouldn't be a brotherhood without that.
but
Absolutely.
he's 1,000% my
Yes,
brother.
sir.
Yeah.
When I moved to Lexington when I was 6 years old.
So let's start there. Let's start there. So
Okay.
let's start with you coming to Lexington. I know you went to your elementary school here, and middle school you went to Bryan Station, et cetera. So tell us a little bit about that just in itself.
So I was born in Homestead, Florida, which is like down by the Keys. It's like south of Florida, like Miami.
Okay.
So I left there. I lived in Lubbock, Texas. Spent some brief time in New Mexico. My dad was in the military. So after my mom and dad split, we came here when I was 6. So my mother's from southeastern Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's from Harlan County.
Yeah.
So this was the closest city. So when my mom, basically, when she left, my dad, we moved here, and we ended up moving to Radcliffe. So my mom splits with my dad, leaves the military, doesn't know nothing, just moves to Lexington, and we end up on Radcliffe Road.
Wow.
Because that was, probably, a place where she could afford.
Yeah.
I live kind of like by the park. Nemo, his people live at the other end.
Right.
So, from then on, I just kind of went there. I went to High Street Neighborhood Center for kindergarten.
Yeah.
Miss Vanessa.
Yes.
Miss Vanessa taught me how to roller skate. We'll get into that too, because, I love roller skating. That's a big part of my thing. I don't even know if you know that.
Yeah, I
know.
did. Definitely.
Okay, I know
Yeah.
you know. I
Yeah,
didn't know if
definitely
you know.
do that.
So it's a big part of it. So I think it's important to give Miss Vanessa her flowers. I don't know if y'all know her.
I don't.
She's a wonderful lady, and she basically treated me like her kid, and taught me how to skate at High Street Neighborhood Center. I went to 1st through 3rd grade at Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
I went through 4th and 5th at Deep Springs. 6th grade, I went to Crawford for we got kicked out of Crawford. I threw a desk at somebody. We got in a fight.
Oh wow.
Lord.
Ended up at Bryan Station. Had some problems at Bryan Station. I went to Oneida Baptist Institute.
Yeah.
So I spent some time there. Then it just. So I'm from here. That's to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how some of the people are talking about. It was before oneness
Yeah.
that we had our thing.
Right.
Wow.
So
Wow.
after you were at Oneida,
Mhm.
what took place during that next transition?
So I came. So that was seventh grade. It was 8th grade. In the 8th grade, and then you go to start high school. It wasn't in my best interest to go back to Bryan Station High School because that's where all my family, all my people were, my friends.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom wouldn't let me go there. I ended up at Henry Clay. I don't know that I did one full day of school at Henry Clay in a row.
That just wasn't it.
No, it was just like I could go make money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me and my mama, we cracked out here, and I can go work at Champs and make some money. So like I might go 1st through 5th period. After 5th period, I'm out of here. So then I was truant. I was 50, 60 days truant.
Wow.
Got in trouble. I had to go to MLK. I did play though. Yeah, so my schooling wasn't the best, and it's crazy because I ran up on some people that are representative of a high school. I won't say who, but here in town. And they were like, "We would love for you to come do career day," and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, nah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably
I
not.
don't know.
Yep.
Fayette County didn't do me right, so I'm not sure. Not because I want to do that for the kids, but given my experience, my angle on it, I would do it, but my angle would have to be different. It would have
Yeah.
to be, hey, I'm an unconventional way and I'm an unconventional path, and let's look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it through that lens, we can do it. But for you to try to pedestalize something or think that you're a part of something when you weren't, you were actually anti. You know, I remember a person handing me a brochure. It was completely out of the left field from what I asked. And I looked at a woman and I said, I'm going to make more money than you. I'm 14, 15 years old. I'm like, I'm going to make more money than you when I get older.
Wow.
And I remember how that made me feel, only because I was just, less privileged than others around me,
Yeah.
given that I didn't have a father and my mom had the equivalent of a 9th grade education. She graduated high school in Harlan County, but like, what's that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Left
Yeah.
there when she was 18, didn't really have work experience, became an Army wife to my dad, who was, an abusive, not so good man. So, yeah.
But I think those essentially are, stories that kids need to hear,
Yeah.
whether it's, in school or in another setting. Because, again, if they don't know that, in situations as such that one can still be successful from that, then they sometimes get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
And those non-traditional ways, because they are not traditional, doesn't mean that they don't work. They do, and people become very successful. And I think that is sometimes that the gap that we have is that we don't have those transparent conversations.
Yeah. I think so too. And
yeah.
that's what I said to her. I was like, if I can really tell and really talk about it, we can, but I'm not gonna like allow you to see like something in something or think that there's accolades in something and allow you to reap those without telling the real story. Like I just said, I won't do that. She's like, no, I actually want the other side of it. And I'm like, well, if you're okay with me saying how bad you guys were,
Then I'm willing
if you're
to do
okay,
it.
I
Willing to
would
do
glad
it.
I would, you know what I'm saying? I'll most certainly do it.
Yeah.
I've spoken at multiple universities about the capacity and it's funny they pay me to come talk about how like education might not matter as much. But any person that's, a well-rounded, like lucid thinking individual knows that is a large part of it, but it can be achieved without it. So always funny when I check my email and they're like, request this, for a speaker, and I'm like, why me? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even go to school. I'm not an advocate for education, but I think it's important. Now that doesn't mean I don't think you don't need education.
True.
Sure.
I definitely do, but I can't say that it's for every single person. The formal way, I think that's dangerous.
Yeah.
To say, to be honest with you.
I'm with you. I'm definitely with you.
So talk a little bit now that we've now at this pivotal point where you're now 18, 19 years old, that period between 18 to I'm gonna say 21. Talk about that, because now you're an adult and we become adults and we know everything and we figured out this is what we want to do, blah blah blah. What was that like for you? What was that transition?
I think it's worth kind of going back a little bit from, I was like 13 years old, 14 years old, running a session at Champs. So that's when I started DJing. So I'm like, the day I turned 14 and could legally be put on payroll at Champs, I was, right?
Is that Champs? Is that post Palumbo Drive?
I don't want to put any stamp on here that identifies my age in any way.
Whatever.
So I'm gonna tell you, I
Warren.
used to work at Champs, and I'm telling you, when I was 14 years old.
Listen, we got down at Champs on
Wow.
Palumbo. So
Just know
like,
that I've always known Warren for being the Champs, whether it was at the undisclosed location. We'll leave it right there.
So you knew that. So you knew this
Yes,
already.
absolutely.
So I was running session when I was 14 years old. I was DJing then, right?
Okay.
Still to this day, like if you go to Champs right now, like my turntables are up there. Half my record collection's under the stage.
Wow.
The Champas are like my family.
Yeah.
Nick Champa's like, it's like the only father I never had. Michael Champa's like my brother. Tina's like my second mother. So it's important to say that. I know they need to know that. in case something ever happens, things like this lingers on.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Yeah.
People need to be able to refer back to. So I feel like it's worth mentioning that. Then you fast forward, I told you about school. Wasn't really into school. Had a really hard time. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and the only thing that made me happy was music and clothes. So on the music side of it, I was DJing at Two Keys like way or at 17 probably.
Wow.
Definitely wasn't old enough to be there.
Yeah.
I didn't take my first drink of alcohol till 2 years ago, just to give you some texture. I wasn't worried about drinking. I was just like, I'm trying to get in there, and they could trust me because I didn't want to drink.
Yeah.
And I didn't drink for the longest time. And the reason why was because I wanted to stay true to what I was doing. I did most of my club building from 17 to 21 before I was even old enough. So I needed to build that trust with club owners that I won't drink if you get me in. So I did that. I was doing Two Keys. I was doing that kind of thing. I worked at Sammy's downtown.
Yeah.
Worked there forever. If you go in there still to this day, my handwriting is all in there.
Yeah.
Those like
Is
a lot
Sammy
of the
still open?
yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, my handwriting, like, even still to this day. If you go in there, like, my handwriting's all over there. My art is in there. So, and then shout out Sammy. And worked there. Basically was working for records. Because at the time, I'm 17, 18 years old. And Denny, at the Castlewood Community Center, I don't know if y'all know Denny. He was hiring me. He was doing this thing every other Friday at Castlewood Community Center.
Yeah, I do remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So I was DJing that, and Denny was paying me like, it's still good money even to this day, right? Because I go to him and I proposition this thing, and I'm telling him, hey, this is what we can do.
Yeah.
We can keep kids, like, y'all clearly have a problem here. Let's put the kids and all of our people in one place.
Yeah.
You can kind of, you can manage it way better when it's all here. We're having fun. Nobody's doing nothing bad.
Yeah.
We're right here. And so I pitched that to him, and obviously it was funded, through the city, and he paid me really well. I was able to buy records. I would go to Sammy, and I would buy tons and tons and tons of records. I would chop records all the time for producers around. I had tons and tons of stuff. So like somebody was making an album, I would give them, a bunch of chops, a bunch of samples, and that's kind of how me and Nemo connected.
Wow.
Yeah, so we knew each other obviously, but when you connect with someone in music, it's way different.
Yeah.
Like when you align in a session, it's completely different. And it went from like us bouncing ideas to like the ethos of like how he approached music and how we were kind of like formulating this sound. It was like a Jay Dilla, Slum Village, D'Angelo, like post Soulquarian thing, because we were both all really indulged in the Soulquarian thing. And I was like, how do we make this sound live on? And me and Emo talked a bunch about it. We could talk about that later, but
Man.
it's that's how it happened.
Gotcha.
And that gets us to about 21
Okay.
in terms of DJing on the music side, and then the fashion side too. We can talk about that later too if you want to. I don't know what you want to do, if you want to do music or clothes.
Well, I mean, it's all about who
It's all about
you
who
are.
it makes
Yeah.
up you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, during the day I was doing my thing at Oneness,
Mhm.
and at night I was doing the music. So they were kind of running simultaneously. I told you I wasn't going to school, but I'll tell you what I wasn't going to do is be broke. And I'll tell you what I wasn't going to do is waste a beautiful, brilliant mind that God blessed me with.
Yeah.
And so I knew that. So I was like, how do I apply myself in any which way I could? And the way I framed it was like, I want to be on a winning team, like no matter what. If Steve and Joe had an idea, they were way older than me, and I thought what they were trying to do was fly. So I show up day one, and I'm like trying to help them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is at footwork. I show up day one.
Zandale.
Yeah, Zandale. I show up day one. Joe's like loading stuff off a truck, and so is Steve. And I'm talking to him like, yeah, grab a box. Yeah, grab a box. So I ended up stayed there, helped build Oneness up. And that's what I was doing during the day, and at nighttime I was
You were DJing.
doing music. Yep.
So
And they kind of worked hand in hand, right?
So talk
Yeah.
a little bit about, again, some people know Oneness as, the store, but as far as the role that you played at Oneness and your interest in clothing and things like that. Tell us a little bit about what does that look like?
You want a real answer or a PR answer?
No, I want the real answer. Like,
You
what the
sure?
hell? I'm just saying, like, people want to be
asking.
people are
I'm just
fashionable.
asking.
They see you being fashionable and your shoes, clothes, da, da, da. But as far as the job in itself, what does that look like? What do you do? What was your role?
Oh, so at the time when I was talking to you, it was basically like I worked for 4 or 5 years for Oneness and I never got paid.
Doing what?
At that time, I was selling. I was merchandising the store. I was managing the store. I was basically creating content for the store. It was like a Swiss Army knife. And it was kind of the story of my time at Oneness as a whole, respectfully. Even though I was in an elevated place and I was making crazy money and had these crazy titles, I was still expected to do these like tasks that were like not beneath me, because
Yeah.
I don't think any task is beneath me. But it was just like, this is like, I'm like 20 years in, like I shouldn't be doing certain things. Like, what are we doing? And so that kind of ultimately led to like me having to be like, I don't really want to like be here anymore. And it's no bad blood. I love Joe. I love Oneness. 80% of my family still works there. So I would never speak ill will. But in terms of what I was expected to do, the role kind of never evolved. We always were doing all things. And it felt like it just went from like, we were doing it for passion, and then just money got involved, and then it destroyed everything. It destroyed it. I can explain to you like when it first started happening, it was like there was nothing more I wanted to do than hang out with my brothers on the stoop. We was all broke, ain't have nothing going on, but like we would just make music, eat food, hang out, write music. It was amazing. And money messed that up.
Yeah.
Steve would tell you that. You know
Yeah.
that. You know that.
Oh, I know.
Money messed it up.
Money did.
So as
From
far
a purity standpoint, it did.
Yeah.
So I remember, and I don't know if it was an actual magazine or if it was online, but and again, not to kind of go back to the question that I asked, but I remember seeing you with someone, and you were at a table, and there was just like a whole bunch of clothes. And so I, again, not knowing what you did, were you like into purchasing? As far as looking at different styles of clothing, like what does Warren do when it comes to clothes and it comes to your job? Or I'm just saying, like, if a company was interested in what you do, what are the skills that you possess?
So I know what you're talking about. So at that time, at Oneness, I was a buyer. And what that means is you formulate a relationship with a brand, and then these brands show in different places: London, Milan, Paris, New York City, Los Angeles. And they have showrooms, and you go and you have the brand, you have the relationship, but you don't buy the whole line. So the brand presents the line, and you pick from the line what you want. I was the person that picked
Gotcha.
and curated these buys of clothing. So the photo that you seen was actually at this like focus panel group for Saucony. I worked a lot in tandem with Saucony, basically like in picking colorways,
Okay.
color blocking options,
Yeah.
the way that you formulate colors on a shoe. Same much like the Vomero she's wearing for Nike. They had focus groups to put that gold there.
Yeah.
Or they had input and people in positions to choose how that was formulated. So I did that with pretty much every major brand. Some got paid through Oneness, some got paid through that brand itself. Still doing that now to this day. I just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
I had no clue that you did
Still
that.
doing it, absolutely.
So those are the things, like,
Absolutely.
this is so super
Absolutely.
dope. Like,
Absolutely.
That is dope.
because there's, one of the things about this series has been, getting to know people.
Yeah.
I feel like each one of the guests that we've had on, to the eye, to, social media, whether people connect you with, like Steve, they connect him with Soul and Roses, and Simo with Zellies and selling
Zellies.
cars and being out doing this, that, and the other, and Kim's having whatever the case may be. And I think this is given an opportunity. So to say like that's what you do,
That's it.
because again, most people know DJ Warren Peace, not Warren Edwards, not Warren that goes and sits in these, boardrooms with these major brands and talk about putting colors together and putting things together. So with that being said, are you interested in pursuing other opportunities outside, or even welcoming some of those kinds of things to Sally Jane's, as far as even mentoring kids who may be interested in things like that? Because again, these are non-traditional jobs, right? And so there are, I'm sure, people who would love to do something like that. Like, how would you approach a young person to say like, hey, this is something that you may be interested in?
Okay, I want to say something to what you said. You named some really big names, and I feel honored to be in one company like that. But I'm going to be your best guest. I say this every time I'm on something. It's my aim to make sure that this, and what we do here, and the message that we portray to people can go back and be like, that man Warren killed it. So I'm speaking that into the universe, and I want that to be my mission here. Okay. With that being said, I would love to mentor kids. I've kind of done it on my own free will. So like if I'm out moving and grooving, right, and a kid takes a liking to like something we were doing at Oneness, or maybe he ran up on me outside and was like, I see you do da 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 da, and I'm like, what do you do? And he's like, well, we're throwing parties. I'll holler at him and give him some game. Like, hey, sometimes don't always worry about the money up front. Get people to the party, then figure out what to sell them. Do things with integrity. Don't always worry about the money. Figure out how to keep your team, your clique tight. Don't let outside things interfere. So I kind of do that already informally. The informal route seems to work better for me personally, but I would do it formally. I just don't want to do it in a corny, like, big brother, big sister, like photo op way. I don't want to do that. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. That stuff then people be trying to do.
Yeah.
That I really care about people, and I really care about kids. As a man that grew up without a father, I think it's important. And I love my mother. Y'all know that. I love my mother more than any. I'm the biggest mother's boy, but sometimes a man needs an answer from a man.
Yeah.
There are things my mother cannot teach me. She just could not teach it to me. Luckily, I have some strong men around me, and Steve being one of them.
Oh, Steve.
And sometimes I would have questions. It might be about a girl. It might be about anything. I remember asking Steve all kinds of stuff. Probably some stuff that made him uncomfortable. But I needed that. I needed them answers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to know that I would love to be that for somebody, but I don't know how to. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it formally.
Well, I don't.
You run up on me, you holler at me. If I'm here, I got you.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. It'll always be that way. I don't have to take a picture of it. I don't need accreditation for it. I don't need nobody to validate who and what I do for the community of people that I love and that love me and always have. I don't need any of that. And I definitely, most certainly don't have nothing to prove to anybody about anything. The name speaks for itself. It rings high. It vibrates high. It's something like a bald eagle. It never looks up because I'm always flying high.
Hello.
Yeah, come on.
And I continue to be that, and I will always be that. So, holla at me if you need something. Whether you're a kid or not, I would love to help. If I have it and I have the energy and the capacity, the world is yours.
Nice.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love that. But hold on. So we have talked about your upbringing, but I just want to bring to Aaliyah's attention, because we already decided that she doesn't know. Did you know that Warren can do a whole pirouette on skates in the middle of the floor?
No, I did not.
And I just need you to know that it is a beautiful thing to see. Trust me, that man, he floats on them skates.
Still, don't let the...
He floats.
Belly fool.
That's all right. That's okay.
I'm still him on the roller skate.
No, I've seen some videos you know, in the past or whatever. But
anything I
I've
put
never
my mind
seen-
to, I'm gonna be great, and
Yeah.
not like kind of good.
Yeah.
like,
He's gonna be great.
I'm gonna be great.
You're gonna be great. That's what's up.
I'm gonna
Like
be great.
at one point, I think Warren he started. It was just out of nowhere. This man just picked up and started riding a bike, and from him riding the bike, you would look up, you see Warren and rode like 26 miles, and be like, "What the hell? Who rides 26 miles?"
Right.
And he does it with such grace, and it's just like a natural thing. So true to life, anything that he puts his mind to, he's
That's dope.
definitely gonna knock it out.
In the
park.
pandemic, or post pandemic, I started doing that. I picked about 50 of it back up. I'm a little hit, but I lost 100 in the pandemic or post pandemic doing that because I was sitting there. I'm like, I ain't really got nothing to do. I really don't got no chicken because there ain't no money out here to
I
get.
can't.
You know what I'm saying? And if I gain 20 more, I'm like in like danger. I'm in like danger mode, right?
Yeah.
And if you have a certain spirit, anyway, it would carry you, right?
Yeah.
But we got to focus on like mind, body, and spirit, and those are the things. And I always had mind. My spirit, you know, is immaculate, but the body was always something that I lacked in. So I looked around. I'm like, man, I'm about to ride a bike. Then I would do 10. Then I would do 20. Then I would look up and I would ride from here to Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And back. Like I would
Yeah.
touch the Capitol building
And then just
on
ride
my
on
bike.
back.
Yeah.
No gears. It's
Yeah.
just straight one gear bike.
Just a ride.
And ride back. You know, and I lost probably 100 pounds doing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then that's what I'm saying. Like I will not be outworked. It takes talent. It takes dedication. It takes work. It takes luck. And the culmination of those things, when it comes to me, I'm going to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Like I do not lose. So
Absolutely.
So as we're talking about, you know, these different avenues that you've taken, Sally James, right?
Janie's.
Jane, aka Janie's, aka
Janie's?
Sally's.
That's Janie's.
Yes,
We call it Janie's.
is it Janie's?
it's
For
Janie's.
us?
It's Sally's.
We call it
It's,
Janie's.
You call it Janie's too?
it's
So in the group chat, she says we're going to Janie's tonight or SJ's?
Sally's.
Little
Janie's.
Sally's.
Sally's. Janie's. Home.
I didn't think about this. when we named it out.
You have no idea.
That's
Again,
funny. That's
it's
funny.
our space and place. So
Okay.
you own it, man. Like we live here. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
kidding. But-
it's for you. It's for you.
So talk about that a little bit, because I know when you and I connected more formally, I guess we should say, and we sat here and I was like, I've seen that picture somewhere.
We didn't sit here.
We
not
okay, we
telling the
sat
truth,
somewhere.
so-
I said
Tell the
formally.
truth. Tell.
That's not what happened.
said for okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. No, I
keep-
got this. I'm gonna tell you what happened.
All right.
We at Creole. I'm about to DJ.
First of all, he thought I was Tyler's sister. He thought I was
hold on.
Tyler's sister.
No, hold on.
Or girlfriend of somebody.
No.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
We was at Creole. I was about to DJ when Sally James was still open. Let me say that again. I was DJing at Creole when Sally James was still open
Yeah. Okay.
for my people.
Sure.
You understand me?
Yep.
My people.
Yep.
Okay, let's get that understood. I see you, and you're like, boy, you about to bring all that ratchetry in here? Or you gonna smooth it out?
No, I said first. I said, "Hey, what's up?
You gotta tell the
how's
truth.
it? How you
Yeah, oh yeah,
doing?"
she did. She said, hey, yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She
we
hugged me.
all
She kissed me on
different.
on the side of my head like she always
Okay,
does.
okay.
She did.
And then I said, "Oh, so you DJing
Oh,
tonight?"
also, you bringing the ratchetry. I
And I
was
said,
like,
"Oh, so
no.
he's like, where you going?" I said, "Oh, I'm about to get out of here."
I ain't about to do that. That's what she said. I ain't
Hey.
doing that. You
So I'm
bring
not
you
doing
bringing that
that.
foolery. I'm like, no, I bring the good vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's like a running joke when I see her. I'm like, what are you bringing? What am I bringing? So it's funny. But then I seen you at Jake's,
Yeah, yeah, and we,
and I was struggling.
yeah,
I was very much so struggling, and when we bumped into each other, and I shared with her like some sentiments about the space that I created, and about the lack of knowledge, the lack of awareness. Because I don't want to say lack of support, because I don't think we have a lack of support. It was a lack of maybe me not being able to tell that story, right?
yeah,
Because I don't connect the same way that you guys do. I don't even have Facebook. You know, I'm not. Yeah, I don't even use it. If I didn't have to use Instagram for work, I wouldn't even use it. I would be like bump into me in person with the good vibes. That's would be
Yeah.
me, right? or just email me. So I basically ran and I said, Aaliyah, like, I need help. I knew Aaliyah was a person I could ask for help. I knew Mashawn was a person I could ask for help. With not only being able to tell and be vulnerable about why we're doing what we're doing here at Sally Jane's, but then also to get some feedback. It's important. I don't know everything.
Right.
Nobody does.
So tell us, though, about, for those who do not know, about the history of this space, and then once you acquired the property and the name behind it, because people don't know.
Okay. Well, I want people to know.
Yeah.
And we ever did whatever 37 minutes of talking that we've done thus far, and this will be my favorite. This will be the thing that I want to expand on the most. I told you a little bit about me, what happened as a kid. I told you I grew up a mama's boy. I love my mama very much. I do anything for my mother. I love her so much. And she bartended in this space for like over a decade. Yeah. So the former owner, Charlie, rest in peace, Charlie. I bought it from him about 3.5 years ago. We've been open for 2.5. But I bought this space for her because I wanted her to always have, number one, job security.
Yeah.
And be able to work in an environment in which she could thrive, right? If I'm her boss, no one could ever fire her. No one could ever take it away from her. Yeah. And no one could ever throw it in her face or, you know what I'm saying? So that was the main reason for buying the space. The space changed in the build out, and we had some differences. Not me and my mom, but like the landlord and the person who owned it before, and like what it was going to be. And then I basically just was like, look, bro, I'm giving you my money. I'm buying this from you. You cannot tell me what I have to do. Not you, the landlord, not you, the former owner. If you no longer want to do the deal, you give me my deposit back. You give me my earnest money back, and I can go elsewhere. But as far as you being able to control me, that's the reason why we're here. Mm-hmm. Is I didn't want that. So bought it for my mom, wanted it rooted in freedom of expression and us be able to tell whatever story we wanted. Named it Sally Jane after my beautiful grandmother, Sally Jane Walker. Second most important woman in my life. She lived on Anniston. I grew up, once I left Radcliffe, I bounced around on the north side pretty much my whole life. This phase of my life, I was living on Augusta Drive, 1908 Augusta Drive on the corner.
Right on the corner.
Right by Speedway. Mm. It was Super America.
Yeah.
It was Speedway. Yep. Then now somebody else owns it. But I grew up right there. And if you've been out that way, you know there's a little dip right there. And I used to dip down there and throw rocks at cars and throw fireworks. Yeah, and this woman was like, hey, come here. And I went on that porch and she was like, well, what are you doing? And then from then on, it was like, that was my person. So Sally Jane was my person. Like, my mom was my person, but Sally Jane was my dog.
Yeah.
She rode for me, and she adapted me, and she treated me as if like she had me herself. Mm. She lived in 1501 Anniston, which is across the street. My cousins still live there to this day, and that space and the things that I learned, the music that she let me listen to, the food that she would prepare for me, and the way that she made it with love and made sure I was okay, the way that she housed me, even when not having, enough to even do what she was doing, she took on another person being me. So I love her so very much. She's no longer with us, but this was an homage to her. And I think that's important to know. What we're doing here at Sally Jane's is rooted in love. It's rooted in passion, and it's rooted in honor. And I want nothing more than people to know that.
Yeah.
Lead with that.
Yeah.
And live with that when you're inside the space. Because that's what it's created for. And that's what we made it for. It wasn't for any other reason other than that. And if that's what you're about, we would love to accommodate and love to serve you. I think it's important that people know that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think even, for us, we definitely could go anywhere and have our, do our podcast, but it's very sentimental to us because of that. And then,
Did you know her?
Huh?
I know you kind of grew up in the area. You knew her?
I didn't know. I knew her indirectly, put it that way.
Okay.
Just
you probably knew her
from
daughter,
someone in the
Sheila Walker.
Right, Miss Sheila.
That's mine.
Lanny.
Lanny, my cousin.
Yeah, and so
Jonathan Brown, my cousin. Jasmine Brown, my cousin.
Yeah, it means a lot to be in a space and place that we can call home. You know what I mean? So it is. It's very important. That's why I asked you, just to tell people, how the story behind the building and then the story behind
and if you need to verify, you can verify whatever you want to verify. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know who is my people. And I know who's for me. And I know who's always had my back. And I know who never changed up on me. And I know what it always meant. And I know what it will always mean to me. I would never change up on that. And I would never flip the script on that. And I don't owe that to nobody. If you don't believe me, you can go ask. It's in the books. It was written.
Let me tell y'all what. Y'all better ask about Warren. You better know about Warren.
It didn't come like after college. Or
No.
I didn't jump on a bandwagon.
Yeah. You are who you are.
Yeah,
and if people...
And it's who you've
always
basically and genuinely been since day one. If I can sit here and date back, literally, like, this is 2026. I mean, me and Warren was kicking it probably in 2008, 2009, just like in the beginning. So Warren has been tied and true since I've known him. It's been great to be a part of Warren or even be lightly attached to Warren, just to be able to see his successes and his conquers that he's made in life. This man, if you don't know, this man is probably singly attached to a lot of powerful people or people who have a lot of things going on in the community. They support him just as much as he supports them. If y'all don't know, Warren was the DJ, or probably still currently dipsying whenever he wants to, for the UK Athletics.
And I want to tell this story because I don't know that I've ever talked about it in person. I don't really talk about that stuff that much, right? I like being a little mysterious.
Yeah, as you should.
My brother right here behind bald and bearded, we like to be a little, you know what I'm saying? And I don't owe it to be forthcoming to everyone. Either you like it or you don't. I'm not for everyone.
Yeah.
I think that's important to know too. I'm not for everyone. I'm not trying to be digestible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be myself, and I am being myself, and I always have been myself. And so someone's opinion about me or in reference to me, that means nothing to me. That means nothing to me. That's bubblegum. Means nothing to me. Because I know.
Are we still doing that in 2026? Okay.
Is this like is that clock it?
Okay. Yeah, that's why I had to ask if we're still doing that in 2026.
Okay. Yeah, for the moment.
So I think it's important to let that be known. For you, as far as what happened in the UK, basically I was doing it for I'm in my 10th season. Mm-hmm. I'm in my 10th season, and I stopped for a little while. But I didn't stop because I didn't want to be there. I stopped because I felt like I maybe needed to try something else. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to be able to have just a little bit of time.
Yeah.
It was taking up a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I need you to understand something. I came in my first year. I never touched the turntables. I came in with a yellow pad of paper. I'm a madman. Yeah. They're everywhere. In my office right here.
You've got really nice
in my bag, they're everywhere. I write.
Yes.
Do you write down what?
Yeah,
I write. I'm a madman. I write. So I would go to games, and my brother will appreciate this. I would go to games, and I would sit there, and I would digest the reaction to a female-led vocal versus a male-led vocal to the crowd. If it was an emotional moment, maybe you go female-led vocal because it was like it would just would blend. If it was a really tight thing, I might go a little bit more neutral. I might go with a tone that was a little down in terms of the voice.
Yeah.
So I wrote all of this down, every single piece that I could write down, every single thing I thought we did good, every single thing I thought we could change, and every single thing that I thought me, Warren Edwards, could embellish and fix. Now, I did that for a year before I ever touched the turntables. It was important for me to create a bulletproof relationship. And that's what I did. And in the midst of being able to do that, we were able to bring on other people in the community that shine just like I do. And it was important for me to be a part of being able to place people where they deserve to be placed. Whether I liked them or not, I do like everyone on our team. But whether I did or not, if they earned that space, that was my approach to it. If a person earns something and they're definitively that's them and they deserve it, let's get them in that spot. Let's get them in that spot. And I led with emotion to a conversation, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have went inward, digested what was said to me, and realized the blessing it was to be a part of something so large and even be able to be a part of directing traffic in that thing.
Yeah.
And that was a blemish on myself. So I had stepped away for a minute. I was a lot of things were going on in my head. Like I was having like relationship troubles. I couldn't keep a steady girlfriend, and I know it was because I was emotionally involved. I was emotionally unaware for 8 months at a time because I'm fully invested in what I was doing at UK. So I started out doing basketball. I did football. I was the first collegiate DJ for gymnastics.
Oh, wow.
Ever.
Wow.
Same for track. And I touched every single sport at the University of Kentucky because it was important for me to make sure that our athletes got a everyone got a fair touch at being able to have the vibes.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I really care about that. And
That's dope.
and I spread myself a little thin, and I just wanted a little help. And I got emotional, and I felt like it wasn't coming fast enough, and that was an incorrect thing. But I paid for that. I apologized, and I was a man, and I accepted what I did wrong, and I accepted what was done wrong to me. We righted that wrong, and I'm a fixture in it now.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even mention. And it's not just even now. It's not even just music. It's just like
It's the whole
Yeah.
vibe.
yeah, it's the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole vibe.
And I'm thankful I was able to do that. Shout out to my brother DJ Forerunner. Shout out to my brother DJ Knockout. Shout out to Varsha too. Varsha is on our team, and she does some of the women's sports, but she's not limited to women's sports. I love women, and it's very important to me that she comes over, crosses over, and does our thing.
Awesome.
Kentucky was the first person to have a woman DJ an SEC football game. You could clock that. That's a fact.
Nice.
That's
Is
DJ
that
Pink
a
Honey.
moment?
That was DJ Pink Honey.
That's cute.
2 years
I like
ago.
that.
And then Forerunner does women's sports. I do
Yeah.
women's sports. We kind of flip, but it's important that we
Yeah.
get that representation.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's important that we have that. And
Do you have a name for your team? Just out of curiosity.
No.
No.
No. I want it to be a little bit more formal. I want it to be a little bit more formal. You know how you go in and there's a basketball poster you
Yeah.
have for,
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
I want us to do one of those. I've talked to the marketing department. That's who I work closely with. Shout out to UK Marketing. That's my family over there.
Okay.
They're the ones who literally.
Can they put it?
They're the ones that fuel what we do.
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones that greenlight what we do, and it's an honor to be able to work with the best program in the country. And I'm
Yeah,
thankful.
That's awesome.
And shout out to my team. I love y'all.
That's awesome. Shout out to all the folks. Yeah, I need you to work on a name because I want a T-shirt. By the way,
The
mention
T-shirt.
T-shirts. Can we get a shirt?
What
That
t-shirt?
one?
Which
The-
one?
that
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah, mom. Yeah, yes you can.
So since we just
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Did
need
that.
that shirt.
can you tell us what is the significance behind the whole hand gesture on the face for those that do not know?
I got popping on Instagram way early on, and there was waves of that, and I deleted one. I went way up on one, and I deleted it, and I was kind of I was doing some anti-fake things. I don't know, some fake artsy things. At the time when I started doing it, it was just I was putting on the clothes, And I just wanted people to focus on that,
Gotcha.
not the face. And I wouldn't hide my beautiful face. I'm a beautiful man. But I was like, just focus on something other than that.
Yeah.
Like don't be vain, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a non-vain thing.
Okay.
That's
Well,
what I
now
did. And then they
people
just
know.
took it off. You know, you see Tiller stole my junk.
What?
You see it? Tiller do it all the time.
Does he?
Yes.
Come on now.
Yeah.
I did not
he's
know
he
that.
got an
Did you
album
know
cover with
that?
him doing it. I said,
did
can I at
not.
least get some like, you know,
Huh?
I know you
You
broke,
need to
but can I get
copyright
some
it.
like something? Hey,
You
yeah.
ain't to copyright it, so
So,
please.
nah, I'm just kidding. I'm
Cause-
thankful. I'm thankful to be able to. I'm thankful to be able to inspire. My life I lead is like I hope that I inspire and I yearn to be inspired
Yeah. For sure.
from everyone and all things. So
So we have another question for you. If there was something that you could go back and tell your 20-year-old self, some key pertinent information, what would it be?
I would have stopped listening to unsolicited advice.
Okay.
Don't listen to unsolicited advice.
Absolutely.
Find your North Star. If that's a person, if that's a book, if that's a prayer, if that's a place where you receive. When you have problems or you need to receive, you figure out how to get those. Don't take it from unsolicited advice. I'm so tired of people running up on me telling me what I should do. I'm so tired. I don't even want to talk. It's like you should do. It's like it wears
Exhausting.
me out. It wears me out.
It's exhausting.
Because I don't do that to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I go to Jake's, which I love, and Jake's plays 9 songs in a row I don't like, I put my headphones in or I leave. When I walk in Macy's, they don't turn West Side Gun and Griselda on. Because I walked in there with a
Right.
West Side Gun hoodie on. You get what I'm saying? Like, Macy's is doing Macy's. Jake's is doing Jake's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sally Jane's, we doing Sally Jane's.
As you
Yeah.
should.
If it's not for you, we respect that. Because we
Yeah.
respect all
Yeah.
people.
Yes.
Yeah.
But at the same day, like at the same thing, like you don't have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm sorry, sir. I won't turn on AC/DC.
No, I will
This
not.
is not. We're not doing
And
that.
if you don't like it, you can leave.
There was the hole you walked in. There's the hole you can walk out.
Absolutely.
And if you don't like that, it's not my problem. Sorry, sir. I won't play Sweet Home Alabama. Sorry, sir. We don't do that. Sorry.
So with that being said, my last question is going to be, in the next 3 to 5 years, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna give it to you in a different way. If money wasn't an object, if people weren't assholes, what would be your 3 to 5 year goal for Sally James?
If money wasn't an option, Sally James was the first step in a 3-step process.
Oh,
Most people don't know that. But if the first step is not supported, I can't go to the second, and I most certainly can't go to the third.
okay.
So I gotta get this thing moving the way we want to move. And when I say moving the way we want to move, it's the direction is the direction. And this is who we are. This is what we are. And I'm thankful to be able to be here and for the opportunity to pivot and say, hey, this is who we are and this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
And who we are and what we want to do is we want to be a space that's safe for people to come enjoy themselves. It's an environment that's inclusive and non-judgmental, but it's also a space that is, without a doubt, led with being respectful while you're in it, and it will respect you. Kind of what we're doing is what we're doing. Who we are is who we are. And I'm thankful, like I said, for the opportunity to be able to do that. For 2026, we're going to keep the kitchen in-house. I was going to cook some food and kind of eat it on camera, but I got a beard and that's crazy.
Wait, what?
I was gonna like for the past 2 weeks, all I've been doing is like making cooking chicken with our staff and with our chef,
Okay.
kind of going over like
I
what we
saw
want
the
to
flavors
do.
of the
I
bowls
did.
today.
Yeah, so
I saw.
we're trying to have some
There's
fun.
a 2 chicks
Let's do a flavor. You figure it
two
out.
chicks
What would it be?
sauce.
Figure out a sauce.
Because Warren's got him a spicy.
I know. I was like,
one.
spicy.
Muy caliente.
You know, you got like sometimes you do the barbecue and it's a little like maybe a little too sweet,
Yeah.
especially if you're doing the bourbon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the bourbon takes the sweet realm, so you might want something to kind of balance it. So it's the War and Peace barbecue. It's a spicy barbecue.
Okay.
Can't tell you what's in it.
That's all right. That's all right.
But yeah, we're doing that, and we're gonna stick to wings and tenders, fries, and we're gonna build out. And we're gonna have the best wings, tenders, and fries.
Are you going to
Best
have
sauce.
something
And you will.
for folks who don't eat chicken?
Probably not. Not right
Damn.
off. I can't lie to you.
Mm.
I'm sorry. We
What
might do
about
like we might do like
salad?
we might do like mozzarella sticks. We might do something else that's munching,
Deep fried pickles.
something like that. Yeah, we are
I'll
gonna
take it.
we are yes.
I'll take it.
But our focus, I want us to hone in on one thing
Gotcha.
Yes.
and do that really well.
Master that
Yeah.
one thing.
Do that really well.
Yeah.
And then if we add, once we get to a level of achievement, we
Yeah.
can add.
Absolutely.
We can add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to bite off too much.
Sure.
And the most important thing is I want to keep the kitchen in house, kind of what we do.
Yeah.
So we can control the narrative of it.
Yes.
We can control how it vibrates.
Yeah.
And how we vibrate.
Yes.
Yeah.
2026 is all about the high vibration for Sally Jane and attracting those people. I know those people exist in Lexington, Kentucky. I can accept that some of them maybe don't know.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, and if you came here and we gave you a chance and what you were served or how you were served wasn't to what you think was acceptable, let me know and let me get a chance to make it right. I want to make it right. Can't please everyone. But if you came or maybe you don't know, give us a try. Give us the opportunity to earn you. I want to be able to do that. The cause and the reason why we're here is much greater than Warren's pocket, even though that's what people love to
Yes.
focus on.
Yeah.
I don't have
Stay
to
out of
be
his
here.
pocket.
Right.
I don't have to be at Sally J to make money.
Yeah.
Stay
It's
out of
not
his
about the
pocket.
money. Stop saying that. Stop thinking that. It's old and it's.
Well, that's why,
I'm over it.
again, it was, just a good chance to know what's behind
Now,
this place.
I will be completely honest with you. Before Sally Jane's became Janie's with this one, we could not get her out here.
I know that.
We could not
That's why I
get
spoke to
her
her.
out here.
That's why I spoke to her.
But now that she's here,
I'm here.
But
my
you was coming though.
I was
You was here
definitely
you was here like day 2, day
Who was
3,
in
day
here?
1. You know,
And I was telling her, well, they closed down, but just come on out to the sunny side.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And I had my own
what's Sunnyside?
south side.
south side.
Is that what this is?
Yeah.
I'm from the north side. I don't know.
I'm
I
a
don't
north
know.
sider too.
I don't align. I'm sorry.
I'm a north sider. My
Hey, a
husband
whole bunch
tried
of south
to
siders were here and they had like a handshake. They
Yeah,
had a
it's
whole
the
call.
south
I'm
side.
like, I don't know what's going on. I'm from the north side.
I didn't live
I can't
anywhere.
call
I
it.
just lived on
You
Heatley
just live on
Avenue.
Heatley.
So
You was caught in
I was in the
between.
middle.
Anything
right?
past anything for me growing up, anything past Woodhill was like out of bounds.
Well, I thought Taste Creek was a different county, so
I'm saying,
It is a whole totally different world.
Walmart on the north side, all the way up to Woodhill. That's all I knew. I didn't know. Everything else was out of bounds to me. Taste Creek, like when I was at Champs and the girl told me she went to Taste Creek, I was like, you might as well live in Louisville.
yeah, it's a different county.
Different-
Taste Creek, Kentucky.
Yes.
And I don't got enough money to deal with you.
Taste.
This is the only
Most
I think-
importantly, what school you go to? Southern?
Like-
She too rich for me.
And Tate's Creek is the only area in Lexington, and I kid you not, that I still use my GPS.
What?
I don't know all the little back streets and
Well, you know, Taste Creek like it's on an island too, though, y'all.
It is.
It got its own schools. If they had a major hospital over here, you wouldn't even have to leave Taste Creek. It's like its own island. Are you a north sider? So why you?
I am a original North Sider, but I have lived in Taste Creek, Kentucky for
quite-
25 years.
Tate's Creek, Kentucky. I
Taste
can't.
Creek, Kentucky. See,
It is Taste Creek, Kentucky. I can maneuver back roads and everything in Taste Creek at this point.
and I can. I live
Get a
over here.
tour. I'll get a tour.
I can. I
just
live
to
over
taste-
here.
Get a tour. Tate's Creek, Kentucky.
I know. We probably about to go.
Yeah. So.
Right. It feel like we about to go.
Yeah, this is the wrap up. So,
Okay.
so with that being said,
What do you want to say?
what do you want to say, Warren? Like, what if you could say anything to, in 2 minutes? I'm gonna give you the
2 minutes,
church,
too
the
shit.
preacher's pool. But in 2 minutes,
Preacher's pool.
The preacher's pool.
You know, with the
I'm
comedians,
not-
they
I'm
turn
sorry,
on
I'm
the
not
red
familiar.
light.
We'll take you to church.
I'm not
Anyway,
familiar.
so
Invite me to church.
no, seriously.
I want to learn what a preacher's pool is.
Absolutely.
You going with her?
You going. We'll get you.
Wow.
Anyway, if you 2 minutes that you could have anything that you would want to say to, people in the community, whether it's something, motivational, and you had your 2 minute spotlight for the people, what message would you give?
My
And it
mes-
doesn't have to be about Sally James. It could be about anything.
Yeah, perfect. My message would be kind. It doesn't take much to be kind. Support someone in your community before you support a big chain, a big something else. Make sure that you're putting what your personal things are aside sometimes when you're deciding the fate of someone else. You know what I'm saying? And anything, a job, a basketball team, a coach, whatever, like be cool, be kind to the children. That's our youth. The moment you start, detaching from them, I mean, I think once you detach from the youth, you're dead. And the youth need us, and they need us now more than ever. So it's very important. Men, I need you to be better to women. Not because that's who I am, but because that's who I strive to be always and forever. And not just women I'm sexually attracted to. Women need us, and they don't just need us in that way. They need us in every way. So I want to make sure that I shed light on that. Kids, it is going to be okay, but it ain't going to be okay without work. It ain't going to be okay without work. I see kids sometimes and they be telling them, like, it's going to be okay. You got to work. You got to figure it out. And just be kind. We just got to be kind to each other. We're in wicked times. I think I don't, it ain't going to affect me because I'm going to choose to, vibrate above it, but it could get worse.
Yeah.
So it's important that we stay together.
Yep.
It's important that we band together, and it's important that all of us, no matter where you're from, race, creed, nationality, background, anything, when you see somebody nod, say something nice.
Yeah.
Be kind.
Yeah.
Spend your money with people who you resonate with.
Yeah.
Default, maybe step out and look outside the box. Try to see things from someone else's perspective. Hit that zoom out a little bit. Everybody can just zoom out just a little bit. Tell somebody you love them. Tell somebody you love them. You never know. Somebody might need that.
Yeah.
I've needed that times, and that's what I would say. Be kind and tell someone you love them. It's a theme of mine.
It's good. I love it.
I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
Where's
Yeah,
two?
we
I
love you.
too. Where's Two Chicks, Two Mics going in 2026?
That's another episode.
No, it's not another episode.
We
you
have
got 2 minutes so I can give you the
actually-
preacher's pool.
We,
Since I know what the
we
preacher's
have
pool is.
actually, we have these broken communications every now and again. We just FaceTime each other, but one of the
I have
good
those
calls.
with Aaliyah too.
So you're a victim of it too. So yesterday,
Hey Warren, I want you to be on the podcast. I'm gonna talk to Mashawn about it. Okay, bet.
Yeah,
Hey
that's
Warren,
it.
we're doing the podcast at 7:30. Oh, okay, cool.
That's
Let's
it.
get it.
That's how we operate.
Well, conversation yesterday put us in a place where we are actually going to do more community-based stuff. So we are looking to do maybe some live recordings this year, but we want to take on special interest in some of our females. We want to take some of the females around town or some of the girls and females who we feel like may not know and kind of do some small mentorships. Just getting females back to where cutesy, dainty little,
Modest.
things. Maybe they may not know to wear these particular underwear with these particular pants, or how to blend in your blush, or not wear dark lip liner with. It's just little things for us. But we are
Okay.
trying to do more community-based stuff this year.
Yeah.
that's
Let
On
people.
top of keeping our podcast going. So we've got Boys to Men. We're also going to do a series where we haven't decided what we're going to call it, but Elevating Women. We're going to do a series with that as well. So
Okay, and I definitely want to come back in not a Boys to Men era. Maybe we can speak in depth about some of the other array of things we talked about too.
Absolutely.
Because there's
Absolutely.
lots of things, especially for me, pertaining to me specifically, that I would love to divulge more into.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's exactly what we want. We want, people out there to know that, again, I was saying earlier, there's people who are talented and full of everything here, and we want to be able to shed the light on that, and then let folks know. Two Chicks and Two Mics. Yes, it's a podcast, but we have more in store. Not just throwing parties and all that
we
stuff.
throw good parties.
And do. Some's coming in 2026.
I got 2 questions.
Yes.
May I ask 2 questions?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm nervous now. What was your favorite club? I need it for both of you. Your favorite club in Lexington. Like, what was your favorite era of nightlife in Lexington? It could be a venue, it could be a lounge. You don't have to necessarily be a club. But when you think about like going out and being out in Lexington, what was your favorite era and favorite place?
I've already spoken on mine.
Devasta?
Yeah, because it marks a very nostalgic point in time in my life.
Okay.
There were key players. There was just people like.
Was you with Flav then?
Yes, we literally had something to do all the time.
Shout out
Winedale
Flav.
on Wednesdays was everything. Like even when I go back to Devasta and I told you the song, and you were talking about how you and Nemo used to team up and write songs. Like to this day, if I could ever find my CD, Nemo's Vibration CD, that CD for me brings back so much nostalgia. So the club for me was definitely Devasta.
I was non-verbally communicating with a woman when I was playing that song.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen.
Because she came in there. That's another thing. That was my little thing. Then she would come in there and be weird. And I knew that song would always do something to her.
Listen.
So I was non-verbally communicating with her.
What?
And she would fold every time and it would work.
Every time.
It would work.
Like,
Yeah, it would work every time.
do you think
What's your
about
favorite?
me?
I think for me,
She was cheating too,
is-
by the way. That's why I did
Wait,
that. Yeah.
me?
No.
Oh,
no,
you.
The girl was cheating.
Oh,
the girl was
the
cheating.
girl
No,
was
no. The girl was cheating. No.
Oh.
The girl was cheating.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
so,
gotcha.
So I was.
I'm gonna go.
She was
listen to it
cheating.
'cause I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh,
She was cheating. We had an agreement. And she was cheating on the agreement.
dang.
She was dishonest in the agreement.
Dang.
What was your favorite?
So I think for me, it was definitely probably Swahili. And the
Jesus,
reason being,
Jesus.
no. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me out. And this is the reason why. Because my house, I grew up right down the street from the old Swahili.
Oh yeah.
So back in, we talking
What's the old
80s.
Swahili? The one I know is the one on Boardwalk.
No.
Used to be on North Broadway.
North Broadway, where instant oil changes.
Where?
It used to be somewhere else too. It used to be where.
Ryan's Steakhouse.
No, baby. It used to be Swalla. Actually, used to be. You know where on
Is
the
that a
north
code
side
name?
where Swalla,
Was that
where
a code
Aldi's
name?
is.
The mansion, Boardwalk.
What just happened?
All the way up
Yes.
the top.
Yeah,
Love
Boardwalk.
it.
Yeah.
Swala. Is that what
So
it's called?
yes,
Swallow.
it was Swahili. Growing up again, it was right down the street from my house. And so people used to park up and down the street.
Mm-hmm.
So I couldn't wait to turn 21 to get down the street to get to Swahili. And so again, that was like my parents went.
Who was
my
DJing?
people. Warren, did you know?
I don't even know.
We talking the 80s.
I never knew who the
Just
DJ
asking
was.
who's
in there.
DJing.
I still don't even know who. We were just in there last week. Who was the DJ last week?
Okay, so we're gonna continue this, as I would say in my meetings. We're gonna take this offline,
Okay.
and further our conversation, because as you see, there's a lot to talk about, and you've got to see our episode about entertainment and nightlife in Lexington. But anyway, we are gonna have this conversation offline, folks. And Warren, we so appreciate you being here,
You're
but not
welcome.
only
Thank
that, again, for Mama Nancy, Steve-O,
All the things.
all the folks here in and out, the previous bartenders, etc. We genuinely appreciate you guys for sure.
And I genuinely appreciate you opening up your platform and being able to share my story, and yeah, just some things, facets and sides of life. I appreciate it. I'm thankful. The story will continue to be written,
And
I
it
promise you
will.
that.
And it will,
We will continue to cover.
for sure.
Hey,
All right. So for Two Chicks and Two Mics, we want to say make sure that you share,
Don't
and
keep us a
don't keep
secret.
us a secret. Tell somebody, tell a friend, tell your church members, tell your pastor, tell whoever.
Hit the subscribe button too.
Do that.
please, and thank
Do
you.
that. And I think this is a wrap for season
This is
2.
a wrap for season 2.
this is a finale.
This is the finale,
is
and
our
probably
season
one of our
finale.
longest episodes
It
too.
is.
By the way,
It definitely is.
Yeah.
Damn, dope. You know.
so for Two Chicks and Two Mics, I'm Aaliyah Taylor,
And I'm Ashawn Carter Fogle.
and we are signing out.
Peace.
See you guys.